Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I'm here with the 6th update for my 2019 Project Pan, and this year I'm doing the hashtag TeamProjectPan that was started by Kat and Hailey from Beauty News, and basically what it is a full year rolling Project Pan. So you pick a full face of makeup and there's some non-makeup categories, and as you use up an item, you replace it with a similar item. So I'll start off with the products that I used up during the month. This past month I was able to use up 4 items, which was super exciting. So the first one I'm really happy about. It's a product I've been working on for quite some time now. It's my cream blush. This is the Josie Maran Coconut Water Cheek Gelée, and it is completely finished off. It was in the shade Poppy Paradise. It was like a cream blush. I liked it. It was really nice. I like to put this on before I put on my powder blush, but it is now completely used up. So super excited about that. The replacement item is also from Josie Maran. This is the Argan Infinity Lip and Cheek Creamy Oil. It's in the shade Forever Rose. I've used this a handful of times. I started using it once I used up this. This I used up in like the middle of the month, so I could start using this product. I do really like it. I don't think I'll be able to use this up within the 6 months left of the year, but I am enjoying kind of having something different. It's kind of exciting. So that is a replacement item for my cream blush category. The next item that I used up was one of these trèStiQue mini crayons. This is in the shade Venetian Gold. So just like a shimmery gold shade. I don't know how well you can see the color, but it is wound up all the way. Have my little post-it note for this. So when I put this in the project, you can see the mark right there. So when I put this in the project, last month I actually put this in the project and I didn't have much left. So I was able to go through the remaining product pretty quickly, but this is now used up. And I will be replacing this with another trèStiQue mini crayon, which is in the shade Aspen Pine. So that's what that one looks like. So with these trèStiQue mini crayons, I had 3 of them that were lighter or medium shades and then 3 darker shades. I've used up all the lighter shades, so now I just have the darker shades left. So the first one I'm going to focus on is Aspen Pine. I have used this a handful of times, but I do have quite a bit of product left. So this is it wound up all the way, so you can see how much product I have left. I also have this marked on my little post-it note, so I can keep track of the progress. But yeah, this, I probably won't go through that quickly. I don't know if I'll be able to use it up within this project just because it is a darker shade. It's not something I'm going to be using every day, but I'll try to get some good use out of this, some progress out of it, and just play around with it. So that will be the cream shadow that I'll be working on next. The next item that I used up was one of my lip balms. This is from Fresh. It's the Fresh Sugar Lip Treatment in the shade Poppy. So this is it wound up all the way, used up. And I have my little post-it for this one too. I had this for a few months in the project, and I was able to use it up. And this, I like to put these products in my purse, just like reapply throughout the day. So I do get quite a good amount of use from them when I am focusing on them. So this one is used up, and I will be replacing it with another Fresh Sugar Lip Treatment, and this one is in the shade Honey. So I do have quite a bit of product of Honey. I think of all the Fresh Sugar Lip Treatments that I had in this project, I originally used up 3 different berry shades, and I was kind of alternating when I was using them. Like last year, I was kind of alternating my use between those 3. So I didn't have much of any of them left, but then this one I just started using, so I have quite a bit of this one left. But I do think if I'm like solely focusing on this, plus having it in my purse, reapplying throughout the day, I'll be able to get through this one in a few months, I feel like. It's a good sort of summer shade, so I think the timing of using it is pretty perfect, but you can see where I'm starting with this one with the post-it. So we'll see how fast I'm able to use this one up. But Honey is I think my favorite shade from the Fresh Sugar Lip Treatment. So I'm excited to use this item. And the fourth thing that I used up this past month was a hair item. I believe I added this in last time. It's just a little mini or deluxe size hair item. I got a Sephora favorite set for Christmas that had a lot of different mini hair care items, and this is from Amika. It's the Soul Food Nourishing Mask. So this is like a deep conditioning mask you put in the shower, leave it in for like 5 minutes and then rinse out. And it was a mini one, so I was able to get through that. And then I'll be replacing it with another mini hair item from that same Sephora favorite set. This is the Moroccan oil treatment oil. And I have been using this one. I don't know how well you can see. I'm about to like here. So it has Moroccan oil on the side, and I'm right almost finished with the second O in Morocco, so like right about here. So this product, I think I'll be able to get through by the next update. We'll see. I might be kind of close. I'm not quite sure when I started using this one, so it might take me 1 or 2 months, but it shouldn't take me that long. But that will be my replacement hair care item. So that's all for the products I used up during the month and my replacement items. I do have one other replacement item to introduce into the project, and it's my BB cream replacement. This is the Dr. Jart Black Label Detox BB cream. So I had originally used up a BB cream a few months ago, and at that point I didn't have any BB creams in my collection, and eventually I did repurchase one, which is this. So now that I have this one, I just bought this one from Sephora in June, so I've been using it for a few weeks now, but I'm going to be adding this in for the BB cream category. This one is a full size. I've never had a full size of the Dr. Jart BB creams before. Usually I have the deluxe sizes. The last ones that I had that I was using up was a set of 4 different deluxe sizes from Dr. Jart, so I was kind of testing out the different like formulas of the BB cream. I ended up purchasing the full size of the Black Label Detox. The packaging is nice, but it is hard plastic. You can't see through the packaging, so I like it. I like the product, but it's just not good for panning because I can't really gauge my progress on this. So it's one of those products that I'll just have to, you know, use until I can't use it anymore, and then it's done, but I won't be able to like measure my progress really for it. But yeah, that is my replacement item for BB cream. So now I'll go into the products that I'm still working on. So the first category of products I'm still working on is primer. So I'm still working on this Milk Blur Stick. Honestly, I have been using other primers the past month, so I didn't really make it much progress on this. I need to be better about using it, but I kind of had to dig into the product. I actually did that today. I find that it's at the point where I can't twist up the product and it's just at the plastic, but I did want to kind of like dig into the product and kind of get some more use out of it. So I'm not ready to call it quits with this yet. I do really want to focus on this next month, see how much product I'm able to kind of dig out and use, and just try to get a little more use out of this. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with this one. I should have been better about trying to use it over the past month, but I want to be focused on it at least for July, or maybe like it might take, I don't know how long it would take if I'm trying to like dig product out of it, but we'll see by the next update where I'm at with this one. Next category is foundation. So for foundation, I have the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. I'm not quite sure where I am. It does have squeezy tooth packaging, but with the pump, so you can't really like squeeze out all the air to really get a good sense of how much you have left. But just on feel, I feel like I'm about halfway finished with this, I would say. I have slowed down my use of this a little bit because of the BB cream. Mainly with these, I do like to mix them together. This one is in the shade, the Too Faced is in the shade Cloud. It's slightly too light, and it's also like a mattifying foundation, which I find sometimes can like settle into like pores and just be a little bit heavy. And then the Dr. Jart BB cream, slightly too dark. So I actually originally just had this one. Like, I don't really need a BB cream, I can just go with the foundation. But I find that I actually prefer having the BB cream. It kind of lightens up the coverage. It darkens the foundation up a little bit. So I actually prefer mixing these together. I find that's my ideal formula. So I have been using both of these every day, but together. So kind of less use of both of them, but at least I'm using both of them. But we'll see how long it takes me to get through the foundation. I feel like I'll be able to use up the foundation within the next 6 months. I'm not sure about the BB cream, but we'll see with both of those, but I am getting use out of them. The next category is concealer, and for that I have my Tarte Shape Tape. So you can see right here there's like product worn away. But I still got a good application with this. I'm not at the point where I need to take out the stopper, but I definitely can see and it feels light. I feel like it's getting close to when I'll need to take out the stopper, but I won't do that until I absolutely need to. But I do use this every day. I have one other concealer in my collection, but this is the one that I do use every single day. So getting good use out of it, and I definitely think I'll be able to have this finished by in the next 6 months with the amount that I have left. The next category that I have is my powder, and for this I have the Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. And every month I try to show you on the back where I'm at. So the last update, I was right at the Infused with Peach and Sweet Cream line. And if I can get it straightened out, let's see. Now I feel like I'm at the next, it's not really that straight, but I'm at the next, I think it's like in French, but I'm like right at this next like line. So more than halfway finished with the product. I feel like based on my progress, I should be able to have this finished by the end of the project, but if not, that's fine. I really do enjoy this product. I do use it every day. I have one other like setting powder in my collection, but I have that in my purse. It's like a pressed powder, but this is like the only like loose setting powder that I have, so I'm not in a big hurry to use it up, but I do use it every day, so that's where I am with that one. Next category is setting spray, and for this I have the Photo Finish Primer Water. I did use this before the video, so that's why it sort of has some bubbles, but you can see where I'm at currently versus last time. I pretty much use this every day. I would say there might be some days when I forget, but I'm pretty consistent with using it. But I mean, I don't think I'll be able to get through it by the end of the year just based on my current progress, but that's fine. I do really enjoy this. I do mainly use this as a setting spray because I have some other primers that I'm working on, but maybe this summer it would be nice as like a primer. But then the thing is, if I want to use this as a primer, then I'm not using this, and yeah. But I am at least getting progress with this as a setting spray. So I'm happy with that. Next category is blush. And besides the cream blush that I talked about from Josie Maran, I also have a powder blush. This is from Tarte. It's the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush and Exposed. And you can see where I'm at. Slowly expanding the pan. I really hope I can finish this by the end of the project. Not because I don't like it. I think it's a perfect everyday blush for me. I do really enjoy the shade, but you know, it's just fun, exciting, satisfying to actually use up products. But you can see where I'm at, and this I do use every single day. So besides being able to pan a blush, which is super exciting, I think it will be exciting too to be able to use other blushes in my collection because I am using this every single day so that I can get through it. But that's where I am with this. Next category is highlighter. For highlighter, I have cream and powder highlight. So for cream highlight, I have my Benefit Watts Up, which honestly I kind of forgot about. I just don't really use this. I always think I'll use it for summer, but so far haven't really used it. But there's my mark. I didn't have a new mark for this, but that's where I'm at currently. I mean, it's not a ton of product, but I just don't really reach for it. So we'll have to just see if I'm able to get more progress out of this and see if I can remember to use it this summer. And then for powder highlight, I have the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder Highlight in Highlight 01. With a highlight, I don't use every day, but I mean, I get some good use out of it. I don't think I'll be able to hit pan on this within the project or use it up, but it's just sort of so I can get some use out of it. So that's where I'm currently with the highlight. I've used it over the past month a few times. I don't know how many, maybe, I would say maybe like 10 times. I don't not use it, but I don't use it every day. So that's where I'm with the highlight. My next category is finishing powder. And for that I have the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Light. I do use this one every day. Another one that I hit a lot of pan on, trying to expand the pan. I feel like I'll be able to get through this by the end of the project, but these sort of products with a lot of pan, it's just like slow moving, so I can see that I've hit pan, but I can't like, oh wow, I've like made a ton of progress. But that's where I am with this one. And with products like this and the blush that I use every single day, it's like I'm kind of going through it as fast as I can. I'm not gonna like, I don't know, like apply this all over my body or something to like use it up. So it's kind of going as fast as I can, but that's where I am with this. The next category is like eye primer, like cream eyeshadows. I actually have 3 different items for this category. So in addition to the trèStiQue mini crayons, I also have just an eyeshadow primer, which what I'm currently using is this smudge proof eyeshadow base. And I don't know why I'm showing you the wand, but I've found with other project pans that I've done with the Nars eyeshadow primer that takes me about a year to use up. I am using this every single day. I do wear eyeshadow every day, so getting consistent use out of it. We'll see if I have it finished by the end of the project, but I would suspect that I would be able to. And then the third thing for my cream eyeshadow is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Little Brow Duality. I finished up the matte side. I just have the shimmer side yet, but this is another product I haven't really used. I'll have to try using it as like all over the lid, like that sort of cream shadow, but that's where I am with it currently. I didn't make a new mark with this one, but this is something else I just want to use and try to use up as much as I can of it until I really can't sharpen it anymore, because it's just a little teeny nub of product left. But that's that. The next category is eyeshadow. So for this project, I'm not focusing on using up any specific eyeshadows. I'm just rotating through the eyeshadow palettes in my collection. So for July, the palette that I will be using is from Urban Decay. It's the Vice 2 palette. I actually got this one last year from a friend. She was decluttering it from her collection. I think she had 2 of these, and then she decluttered this one. So this one does have a shattered shade, well actually 2 shades that were shattered. This Radar shade here, so it's a little, let's see if I can show you without it all falling apart, but this Radar shade here was shattered, and then this Stash shade. But it's a lot of like jewel tone shades, a lot of different colors. I think it's kind of fun for summer, so I will be playing around with this palette for July. I'm going to pair it with my Urban Decay Naked 2 Basics palette as well. This is just a great palette for work if I wanted to do just an easy look. That Vice 2 palette has a lot of colored shades, which they're not all really going to work for work. I'll have to kind of look at the palette and see which shades of it I can kind of wear for work, and then which shades are more like weekend type shades, but I will pair it with this little palette as well. This is a great like staple palette. It's a great like for work palette if I want to do just a quick look, if I want to bring in some matte shades. I just really like this little Naked Basics palette. I've seen throughout this project when I'm pulling eyeshadow palettes, frequently I do want to pair it with this little guy, so I will be using this one this month as well. So that's for eyeshadow. The next category is liquid or gel eyeliner, and for that I have the NYX Super Skinny Eye Marker. This is in the shade Carbon Black. I've used this a few times this past month. I'm actually wearing it today. but I don't get a ton of use out of it. I just don't wear eyeliner that much. If I wear eyeliner, mainly I wear something like on my lower lash line versus like an upper lash line liner. So that's why I'm just not getting much use out of it. Not that I don't like it, but it's just not really something I gravitate to wearing. I'm not the greatest at applying eyeliner. I know if I practice more, I'd be better at it, but I don't know. Sometimes I just forego the eyeliner, but still working on this one, trying to get some use out of it. Then I have my pencil liner, and for that category I have Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Desperation. It's like a matte gray shade. This is something I should try to get more use out of it. I keep saying I should use it more and then I don't, but again, this shade I don't really use. It's a little dark for like a bottom lash line. At least I like something a little shimmery, a little lighter. So this I would use like on my upper lash line, but I just don't wear eyeliner a lot, so that's why it's not getting a ton of use out of it. The mark I have is actually not even from this time, so try to get more use out of this, but that's where I am with this one. My next category is mascara, and for mascara I have the Benefit Roller Lash, which I added this into the project last month, so I've been using it for a month. And I am enjoying this one. I've kind of figured out how to work with the wand a little better, which is making it easier to use, and yeah, I will continue using this probably for another 2 or 3 months, but enjoying this. My next category is brow color, and for that I have my Benefit Gimme Brow, the shade Medium. This is a product I'm using every day. I think last month I added this into the project as well, so we'll see. I'm not sure if I'll have it finished up by the end of the year, but the products like these that I'm using every day, it's just, you know, continuing to use it every day, and we'll see where I'm at by the end of the year, but using that one. And then similarly with my Benefit 24 Brow Setter, I'm using this one every day. We'll see at what point I'm able to get through this, but once again, using it every single day. And then my last makeup item is a gloss. This is from Bare Minerals. It's the Marvelous Moxie lip gloss. And I think my mark, now that I'm looking at it, is a little too low. Actually, like right here. So I'm gonna have to make a new mark. But I'm like right about here. I had just applied this before the video and it kind of moved the product around a little bit. So I went to make the mark. It was a little low. But I feel like based on my progress, it might take, I just added this in last month, so maybe about 2-3 more months worth of use of this one. And I have been applying this maybe like once a day. I'm not like reapplying it like a lot. I don't have it in my purse, which actually would be a real nice purse size, but even with just using it kind of like once a day-ish, I'm making some good progress. I mean, it's not that big of packaging, so I should be able to go through this one pretty quickly. And I am enjoying this with the honey shade. They kind of pair well together, and especially for summer, I think it's a nice sort of pairing with the orangey kind of shade. So yeah, that is my last makeup item. Then I do have my products from my non-makeup categories. So the first non-makeup category is like nail polish. I expanded that to include hand creams, and for hand cream I have the Addison & Gates Citrus Fruit Scented Luxury Hand Cream. I should have marked this one. I'm realizing now I didn't mark this one. So I'll mark it after this video. I didn't mark it. I added this one in last month. I was about halfway finished with it. And it still looks like I'm halfway finished with it. I have been using it, but it probably will take me quite a few months to get through the rest of it. I have a hand cream currently at work. I have one in my purse, and this one I have on my nightstand. So it's not like one hand cream that I'm like bringing with me everywhere. I kind of have 3 of them that are on currently using. So I'm trying to remember to use this every day so I can get through it. I do actually really like it, but I just kind of forget about it. But this past week especially, I have been using it and remembering to use it, so I want to keep that up. So that's where I'm with this. Next, I have my fragrance, which is the Erin Water Lily Sun Rollerball. So previously, I was measuring my progress based on the letters in Erin. Last month, I had just finished up under the A, and now I'm here. So let's see, about that much progress, and then this is what I have left. And I feel like I should be able to have this finished by the next update. There might be a little bit of product left, but I'm pretty close to having this finished off. Just like a few weeks left worth of product. So we'll see with this one if I'm able to have it finished, but super happy that I've been making some good progress on this perfume. Then I have my body care product. This is from the Body Shop. It's the Strawberry Body Yogurt. It's great for summer, super fruity. This is something I added in last month as well, and this is what I have left of it. So when I added it in, I had used it a few times, but it's pretty much full, and now I'm like here. Maybe I'll have to mark this one after this update as well. I would say like slightly more than half of it left. I definitely want to use this up this summer. It might take maybe 2 more updates. We'll see by next time how much I have left by my next update, but I would say probably by the end of like August I should have this finished off. So I'm really happy with the progress on that one. And then my last category is skincare products, and for that I have the Fresh Sugar Lip Polish. I've been using this a few times a week. I'm really happy with the amount of progress I was able to make on it. So you can see I just have a little bit left. I've hit pan on it. Yeah, I think just with remembering to use it, I have a little post-it note for this that says like which days of the week I should use this. Otherwise I kind of forget. If it's a product that I don't use every day, I kind of forget like the last time I used it. So I have a little post-it to remind me. And I also make a little post-it note of the specific products I'm trying to target to finish up, just so I can remember. So with this product, there's so many different things that you're working on. It's good to kind of specifically focus on stuff that I'm like almost finished with. But anyway, that's where I'm with this one. I would say it probably will take me maybe 2 or 3 more months. I don't think I'll have this finished by the next update, but I'm really happy with the progress that I was able to make on it. So for my next update, or the products I think I'll be able to have finished up for next time, maybe the Moroccan oil, the hair oil, we'll see. Pretty close at least by next time. I'd also say the Erin fragrance, or at least pretty close with this one. And also I just really want to focus on this Milk Blur Stick. We'll see if I have it finished by next time, but this is something I definitely want to be focusing on up and like almost have it finished up by next time if I don't have it fully finished. But anyway, that is my update. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.